thing first and then the countdown? We're tWoTcast episode 315. I wasn't sure.
No, he does not. No. Okay. All right, everyone, shut the f up. Let's ready to record.
We like to start every show by yelling, "We are tWoTcast." Can you do that with me? On the count of 1, 2, 3, go. We are tWoTcast. Now we can start.
The Wheel of Time, reread podcast, explicit and R, freaking rated. Jono's the wild card, always talking shit. Joe's the straight man, he's a total dick. Tom is still obsessed with X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
We are
You're viewing tWoTcast, the Wheel of Time reread podcast. Now covering season 1 of the Wheel of Time. I'm so glad that was muted. Sonny started playing just automatically from Hulu. I thought it was something Taffy put into the song. It was Dennis talking about Mexican ephedra, and I was just like, whose quotes are these?
What's going on here?
With me, Jono.
When did Taffy have time to choose the song?
Joe.
Oh, hey, Tom.
I'm Tom. Study how to close out Hulu before you start a live
stream.
And your math.
Hey, Jono.
Hi, Yoey. Hi, Tommy Bear.
T-shirts. What's the weather like?
It's 50.
Well, I mean,
also,
I'm inside where it's warm.
Yeah.
I've got long sleeves on.
I don't.
Well, Jono, you're never even wearing clothes, so like that's not that weird, you know.
You guys heard about the latest show news?
News.
There's some news.
What is it? Very excited.
I did hear season 3 was like sort of confirmed.
Yeah,
We've
really
been saying that for 6 months.
Well, yes, man. 6 months apparently. We haven't noticed. So good enough.
I think the closest I got to it actually being news was like Daniel Henney signed on for 2 more seasons, which means like that's either 2 and 3 or 3 and 4, and everyone's that means there's at least 3, you know, like kind of thing or whatever. And I assume it would mean 3 and 4 at this point because they're already filming 2. Like, why would they announce that he's signed on for 2
We should probably
more?
just assume 3 is a minimum, just like how Robert Jordan did originally.
I would assume also,
Trilogy.
just to be negative,
There you
just
go.
to bring us down, you know, just bring it down a notch.
I was just thinking about the interview I saw with Rafe a little while ago today for just no reason whatsoever, where he said they had to change things in the story because they couldn't do Camlin because they couldn't afford it. And going into a blood red rage because I was just like, but you went to Tarvalin.
I mean, yeah, you could have just not done Tarvalin. You didn't need Tarvalin.
Yeah.
Tarvalon.
Yeah,
thanks for doing that.
Yeah,
this
let's
is
bring on our guests.
Yeah.
All right, bring it in.
We have here. Who's coming in first? Bring them one at a time.
Okay, well, first we're starting our segment here, right?
We're screaming in our regular clothes, pretending to be on adventures. Sorry, the Dungeon Master, he will help us out with the rules and dice, D20s, please, but no other insanity. The one RPG with multiple guests is who we get ordered to call for quests.
I love it so
I didn't
much.
do one at a time.
You fucked it up. I was going to do a whole.
I had guesses.
For everyone to come on, but that's not happening anymore.
Did someone mention Mexican ephedrine?
It's a dumb way to get loaded.
Any Tanny.
Top of the morning and a pleasant good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Brother Dan playing Tammy or Tamiraquai. I really just prefer Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy.
I mean, Tamiraquai is a fantastic name. Let's just talk to the people who are here with us, and we'll talk about characters in a minute, Tom.
So welcome, Brother Dan, and then welcome our at best adequate Dungeon Master Clint.
Adequacy is good enough. Am I supposed to call it Tarvalin or Tarvalon for the purpose of this show?
I really don't think it matters.
Don't care.
Yeah, this is actually we like to follow.
I
all
prefer
the
Vagina Island.
Yeah, Vagina. Yeah,
I believe it's Vagina.
Joey, you just said it's called the Diamond Cutter.
Yeah,
just do it. Wait, how does he do? Does he do his hands? Singing a Shia LaBeouf. Anyway, what are you guys doing tonight? Playing some D&D?
I guess it's on the menu.
Playing some little twat quest?
Just do it.
Do we need to explain to anybody anymore what we're here to do? Is it clear at this point?
We have to explain it every time, Tom.
We're here to eat cookies and kick ass, and I'm all out of Oreos, boys.
So, like old Marvel comics, you're supposed to assume that every issue is somebody's first issue. We're just going to do every episode might be.
That's correct. Yeah. Definitely do that.
Tom, we're actually going to do it the same way we did for the recap of the show. We're actually going to do it in 2 segments. We're going to do it one for those who've never seen us, and then we're going to read another one for those who have seen us and don't want to watch us again.
All right, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. This is the 4th episode. If this is your first episode, go back to the goddamn first episode.
Oh,
yeah, we went through the ways and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made it through. You could set up a vacation home there right now.
Yeah. That ain't bad.
In terms of spoilers for the book series, as we've said before, this adventure takes place during book 1 of the books or season 1 of the show. So basically no spoilers. And if we do discuss things that are in the books or that comes later, it will not be plot relevant in any way, shape, or form. So if you do hear something and you're a new reader and you're confused, it's just pretend it's not existing.
Yeah,
It's just world building stuff, world stuff.
Yeah.
If you're a new reader
world
and you're
stuff.
confused, don't be a bitch. You're in the back seat. It's fine.
Don't be a bitch.
I'll have to drink in the hotel room for a while.
The key to entertainment success: insulting
the key
your
is that
viewer.
this show, tWoTcast, is friendly to people that have only watched the show. But that's not really our listeners, so that'd be shocking if that was, But maybe they just found it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible.
You never know.
Yeah. For the new listeners, let's ponder the fact that Humpty Dumpty never once mentions in the nursery rhyme that it is an egg.
That's true.
Interesting.
Very good point.
I'm gonna need 5.
It's an illuminated manuscript though, and he's clearly drawn as an egg. It's just not in the text.
Very nice.
Joe's like, I have the written video on that.
Yeah. Should we mention why there's only 5 of us?
I have the first printing.
Joe's
This
deep
is actually a
dive
skateboarder
on
who
YouTube
ate
on
it.
that.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a 5-hour booktube on that somewhere.
If it exists, it does. It definitely exists.
I'm sure it exists. Should we explain the absence this evening, or?
There isn't.
Yes,
very
we generally
busy.
do have another person.
And we just took 5.
Brother Dan, why don't you say where your brother is this evening?
My
And reveal whatever details you want to reveal.
My brother Ryan is generally joining us. He is Lipitor, the Lipitor, the angry emo, temperamental Ogier. He is not able to join us today. He is taking care of family business that's much more important. So, Godspeed, mi hermano, and we will treat Lipitor right. Apparently, he's getting oral sex tonight.
So, so to explain, I think it just takes a quick explanation. We, as a group, are going to play a game of what would Lipitor do as we go through this adventure. Unless I, as the Dungeon Master, decide to just completely ice him. Haven't figured that out yet or decided yet, so we'll see what happens. Otherwise, we're all just going to go, what would Lipitor do? And it's probably going to be like, smash it and be fucking angry. And we'll just play them like that.
I am so upset we're not going with the Weekend of Bernie's thing.
Well,
we might have to.
I mean, first he has to be dead. Let's see how things go.
Well, he could be unconscious. Weekend of Bernie's him.
Unconscious.
He could have low health. It's kind of.
Glow stick IO does own a sick
necessary
pair
idea.
of like neon framed sunglasses that we could put on.
Yes, we will need sunglasses and some. Does that wait? Everybody, well, let's wait for the game to start, but we're gonna need everyone to check their inventory for rope and sunglasses, I guess.
Some shades, some nice Ray-Bans.
Maybe we should get to the game and the
we started. We introduced Ryan. He's not here.
Oh,
Dan,
so we have to do the title card.
Why don't we talk about Dan's character for a second?
Oh yeah, I forgot we had this thing.
Dan, reintroduce your character real quick.
I am Tamariquai. I am a wilder in more ways than one. Wink. And my friends call me Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Tamariquai.
God, I love Taffy.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Jono?
I'm Lotta Pussy Nakum, which is, of course, a very well-known character from the Age of Legends, and I would like to learn more about myself and my history. I am a Glee woman. Glee chick? No, not a Glee woman.
Glee-less.
Yeah, I've wanted to pattern myself off of some of the better Glee men in history, and I just really want to know more about myself, get to know myself.
She doesn't say your name.
That's true.
Jono has clearly written or put together like an extravagant backstory for this character.
I know.
Supposed to ask about.
Every time we're like, just tell us who you are, he's like, let me tell you 100,000
She walks in a room. What does she look like? She's really conflicted.
Very
very
good.
much enjoying that we're all ignoring him, just begging us to ask.
I perfume my pussy every time I walk out of anything because guess what? I've been on the road for a while. A lot of dudes smell great though. Until you get a little closer.
Okay.
You're a
All
glee
right.
lady then.
Tom, why don't you tell us about Captain Jack Seafolk?
I'm Captain Jack Seafolk. I'm a male Seafolk channeler. I'm the captain of this boat that we're on, assuming we're always on the ocean, which we are.
Real or not real?
Yeah, no, it's real. It's real.
Oh, yeah, the boat's real.
And maybe just a little bit crazy. I guess we'll see how that plays out.
Okay.
Saving lives on the slide.
Everybody knows I can channel you.
I mean, what can you say about glow stick IEL? Like,
Nothing.
just standard IEL looks amazing. It's covered in cat and sword, browns and grays. Except, what does he have in his back pocket? 2 giant glowing spears.
Oh, I thought you were going to say.
He loves to dance with the spears and without. Well, always with the spears, but sometimes they're stabbing people, and then sometimes he's just waving them around.
I thought you were going to say he had fistfuls of ecstasy in his back pocket.
No. Sometimes.
I misheard him, and when he said that he was covered in cat and sore, I thought he said that he was covered in some kind of sores.
That's accurate with me.
Cat and sore, black veil, glowing spears.
Fucking high on X to get hard and get sore.
You guys like poppers?
Yeah, all right.
Constantly sweating, even though he's not in the fucking waist
Glow
anymore.
stick IEL may or may not be on heavy amounts of drugs almost at all times. We don't know. He just doesn't sleep.
He might be high on life.
Yeah, maybe
You don't
he's
know.
just
The IOWs are still phantom to us, I think.
We know.
That's
Plus,
true.
the guy takes pills like they're Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt Stagger.
Oh no!
This is true.
Do we need chat to warn people about that?
Apparently the chat actually needs. Has like helping.
I'm glad they're taking care of it. I don't always have time to get back to like Jono's.
That's true. We just focus on the task at hand.
Yeah. All right, boys.
All right.
Should we do previously on?
Well, yeah, we do that every time, Jono.
Yeah, come on.
You all right, boys? Well, let's get to
Previously on tWoTcast.
Nice.
Our adventurers have taken on a quest from a mysterious Aes Sedai calling herself Edwina. She asks them to obtain a golden rod that she says would greatly enhance the channeling power of the Dragon Reborn, which she claimed the White Tower wants either for him or in order to keep it from him in preparation for Tyrant Gaiden. Following Edwina's instructions, the group traveled using the ways, the nearly forgotten and now corrupted extra-dimensional pathways long ago created with the One Power. There, the party was chased by a malevolent force, Majin Shin, which attacked the adventurers' minds. But, fortunately, due to the strength and quick thinking of the Ogier Lipitor, everyone successfully escaped the Waygate into a plaza somewhere in the swampy forest land known as Haddon Merk. Here, Edwina's instructions tell of the ruins of an ancient city called Delsond, where the object of the One Power supposedly hides. But it was getting dark when the party arrived. They weren't in Delsond yet, so they decided to rest for the evening on the backside of the Waygate. When they woke in the morning, they encountered a dangerous-looking woman and man. Seeing the party members peek around the side of the Waygate, the woman spoke, saying that the Chosen had mentioned that others might make their way to this place, and she asked, "Who sent you?" How will our adventurers respond? Have they found enemies or allies? Will they be able to locate Delsond and its temples of learning in order to find this object of the One Power? We shall see tonight on tWoTcast.
Well done.
All right.
That
I guess
reminded
my
me
first
of
question
stuff.
is, do any of us have any idea what the Chosen are?
probably I guess it's a choice that you've made.
How about you all roll an intelligence check on that and see if anyone
Well, I
knows. Lipitor definitely does not.
Oh shit! No lie. Boom.
Nat 20. Oh, 19. Oh, he's got 20.
No, I got a natty.
All right.
Ooh, this guy's. I'm
So
right off the bat.
All right.
I'm like, ooh,
Glow
Chosen.
stick IU, what'd you get? 5. All right. Captain Jack
5.
16.
and Lotta.
10.
10. All right. So yeah, only Tammy. Tammy once saw a dark friend burned at the stake, and that dark friend died screaming about what you all know as the Forsaken, but instead of calling them the Forsaken, called them the Chosen.
Tammy,
Guys,
how fucked up was that stake burning?
guys, huddle up. All right,
Wait.
all right.
Wait, are we?
I'm listening.
Are we doing this right in front of these newcomers?
Yeah.
Guys, the chosen equals the Forsaken. What? Yeah. So let's do we want to pretend like we're dark friends and see what the fuck?
Lipitor just like yells, "Holy shit!"
No. Calm your emotions.
Lipitor. We're huddling up.
I just immediately start veiling the second you said Forsaken. I was like,
Oh,
No,
people.
Cool out, man. Cool out.
what? Oh,
guys,
all right, no?
we've been taking improv classes for 6 months now together. We can probably
true.
fake being dark friends if you want. I mean, do we want to do that? But we know that these people are bad.
All right, here's my deal. I don't have a problem doing this plan of faking, except I have a hard time believing that our drugged out friend over here is going to go along with it.
What? Who? Lipitor?
Gloucester?
Lipitor's high on statins. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, you know what? Glowstick IL, can you dance?
I've been awake for like 48 hours.
Can you dance for us like 5 feet away? Yeah, that would be great if you could do that. All right, he doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about. Let's pretend to be dark friends.
Hey, I know almost all the stories of the Chosen or Forsaken. So, as a Cleveland, I've got those stories.
I mean, he's otherwise going to get us into a fight with what appears to be some sort of.
Oh, we're gonna fight now?
Black.
No,
Go back over to what you were doing. Just dance. It's what we want.
Yeah. He said light.
Sorry.
As in like
I mean, this looks like an Aes Sedai and a Warder that are dark friends, right? Like, we don't want to get in a fight with these people.
Well, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So maybe she said the Chosen said that people were coming. So maybe we just say that. Yeah, that's us, man. Hey.
Oh, wait. Who are we gonna say who sent us?
You know, what up? We'll just have a lot of pussy kind of like hit on him a little bit.
Off?
Those 6 months of improv classes are really paying off.
She said that she said that the Chosen said that other people might come, and who sent us? We have to pick one of the Forsaken that presumably sent us.
No, let's just say
Rancher's pretty hot.
Let's just say it's none of your business. And
You hear the woman say, "I'm waiting."
We're talking.
Yeah,
so
I hear that.
Dungeon Master, I have all right. So I have a circle of silence.
Okay.
Thing. I'm going to throw a circle of silence around it so we can just talk. And I also have it's at will a sense shadow spawn. I'm going to cast that just to see if any of these if there's shadow spawn anywhere around.
No worries. So yeah, you put up the circle of silence, which if this really is an Aes Sedai, a black Aja, dark friend Aes Sedai, she probably can see. And let me think and see here. Just checking out your sense shadow spawn.
It says within 50 feet.
Okay. So you reach out with the one power, searching around 50 feet in every direction, and you sense no shadow spawn in that area.
All right. Talk at will. We can talk for 10 minutes straight. We're good now. All right. No more whispering.
So wait, do we agree?
Problem solved.
Is that what we're doing?
What's
Sorry,
that?
Jack. I talked over you.
I don't know. I'm just dancing.
Are we agreeing to pretend to be dark friends, but not tell Glowstick Isle about it? I'll just go along with whatever we do.
What are we doing?
Let's just kill him.
How many people are there?
Yeah, let's kill
Do
him.
you mean kill them or kill Gallistic IO?
No, I fucking love Ballistic IO. Seriously, like that
Flip
one
a
of the
coin.
they're pillow shaped at the end. Let's just kill him.
I mean, I'll whip a spear right at her skull right now.
Well, she can channel.
Why would you do that?
hold
It's
on.
an ace to die.
These people are probably.
What does that
yeah,
matter?
let's
She's
see
not ready
what's up.
for it.
Let's see what's
You're
up. Let's see
IO.
what's up.
I said I get hit with arrows all the time.
But
Wait,
you're
she's
right.
nice and I can't fight her.
But
Guys,
Tammy,
let's try this. Let's try
2
this, and
days
then
ago-
if we get into a fight, we fight. But let's go ahead and be like, yeah. Hey, someone said that you'd be meeting us. Cool. Thanks.
yeah,
Let's go.
we were
and
Let's
just-
do it,
supposed
Tammy.
to,
Tammy's right.
yeah.
Tammy's right. Although she's probably suspicious as fuck that we just went in the circle of silence, but let's do it, Tammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you were all talking,
Circle
you
silence goes down.
you all noticed
Oh.
that Captain Jack is just swaying back and forth.
Oh no, what's happened to me? Psychic damage?
No. It's fine. You're just
Is it just the boat? Is it the boat?
Yeah.
Psycho damage.
yeah. Tammy, you want to talk to these lady to lady,
Yeah,
or do you
we
want
just-
me to? Lady biz to lady.
Why don't you, Lotta? Yeah,
All right.
I think your charisma is probably much higher than mine.
Is that charisma you smell, or is it a lot of pussy?
Yeah. Hand in hand.
It's hand in something.
Based on Captain Jack's multiple dismissive gestures towards me, I'm gonna hang in the back and just keep dancing.
That's probably a good call. Mr. DM, I'm gonna go talk to our good friends and say, yeah, we were sent here by the Chosen, and I'm gonna tell her I don't really trust her, nor the cut of her jib, and who sent her.
Yeah. We were told not to say anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Roll a deception check.
Do it, Lotta.
Oh, that's a 10.
Half and half. Not
Could
bad,
do better.
you know?
Could do worse.
I just rolled a natural 20.
Oh no.
After all that, we're
The
gonna.
DM
fight.
doesn't get awarded with.
You don't have to- no,
natural
you don't have
20
to.
Songs.
Wait, so guys, what would Lipitor do?
She,
Throw a table, obviously.
Yeah.
the Aes Sedai looks at you and says, very unconvincing. You can't even make up the name of a chosen who sent you. You were clearly not sent by them.
Somebody say the name of Forsaken. Somebody say
Who has sent you?
Lanfear.
Why are you here?
Lanfear.
And I go, we're not supposed to say anything. Lanfear will get some.
Roll another deception check.
She sent us here to find bras from the Age of Legends.
Who's rolling?
You are, Tammy.
I would say that's Lotta because she actually said it first.
Okay.
17.
Hey, let's go.
Ooh.
Well done.
Just a moment.
What?
Also a 17. So
Tie goes to me.
Tiger's the runner.
the tie does go to the runner. So the apparent Aes Sedai in front of you seems a little bit cautious. She does not seem to believe you at all, but it appears that the prospect of upsetting Lanfear might give her just a moment to think about whether she wants to try and kill you guys immediately. And she gives voice to this very point. She says, I don't know that I believe you, but of course, crossing Lanfear herself would be unwise.
Oh, so she came from a weaker Forsaken. Probably that
Yes.
Baltic.
Yeah. It's Asmodean.
That guy was.
And I say the daughter of the night would wear your skin like a cape.
Oh shit, Tammy! I'm concerned about you all of a sudden.
Tammy, roll an intimidation check.
Cunt.
See if you can freak her out.
I got a 13.
You see her sort of cringe back just a little bit.
Well, cunt.
Seems unsure of what to do. She says, well, if another chosen has decided to send you, then I suppose we are allies, at least for the time being. How about we work together to accomplish what we are all here to do?
Yes.
What we're here to do.
that.
Yeah, perfect.
We can we wave Glowstick Isle back over now that we're done talking about being Dark Friends and Forsaken.
When I'm
The second
while
he
I'm
finds
dancing
that out, he's gonna freak out.
and Captain Jack waves me over, I'm like I look at him like start to veil and like hold up a spear like now.
No.
No,
I thought
no.
you were still veiled, and I'm kind of thinking you just stay veiled. Just kind of let's just keep that an option.
I can't do that unless I'm ready to kill.
Just keep it like halfway down. Dance with it.
Yeah. Be an obnoxious guy on an airplane who's like, I'm wearing a mask. And you're like, sir, it's supposed to be all the way up.
I know that to drink water. That's all. Yeah.
What's what's your name, lady? Who sent you?
You may call me Indiria.
Indeed.
And this, she points, like, kind of sticks a thumb to her side, pointing toward the warder, and says, "This is Gavril."
Oh, Gavril.
Indiria sounds like a medicine for IBD, but that's okay. Yeah.
Ask your doctor if Indiria works for you.
Gavril may cause sleeplessness.
They're both medicines?
Yeah.
Don't you understand? Everything is a medicine.
Oh, I know that because I take them all.
Yeah. You know you're gonna have later? A lot of pussy to come.
Oh no, Glowstick Aiel's gonna try to swallow the ice.
This is why Glowstick Aiel says he's not like doing drugs. He thinks you mean like some sort of harmful thing, but he just thinks they're all medicine.
That's okay.
Yeah, they're all medicines.
All right. So we got Indira and Gav. I don't remember
Indiria, yes. So
Gavril.
Indiria says, "So I presume you have been sent here at least with some sort of information that can help our quest. What can you tell us about the thing we've all been sent here to do?"
We were told that we would be meeting people on the other side of this waygate that wouldn't ask bitchy ass questions like you're asking now. You follow what we're doing. You just don't worry about it. If you got a problem, talk to the daughter of the night.
Roll an intimidation check.
All right. Dang it. Oh shit. I got a 4.
This is a real face-off.
I got a 4.
That's super intimidating, but not by dice standards.
She begins to sort of just chuckle. She says, "If you're looking to keep me convinced that you have been sent by Lanfear, speeches like that will probably not help."
Oh my god, is this always in the balance?
I will work for you now. I will work with you for now. But I think that I will be able to discern pretty quickly whether you're lying. And if you are, you must know that it will cost you all your lives.
Here's the thing, Indiria. We were just sitting around discussing where we should go first, and we could not come to a conclusion. Like maybe you tell us where we should go first. We'll go with you, and then we'll decide like things after that. Maybe like, what do you think about that? I don't know.
We're gonna spend like the next 40 minutes and just like, you tell me.
I was thinking south, but what do you think, Indira?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I literally have no idea where to go, so I'm really hoping this lady knows where to go.
I got this. All right.
Oh, a lot of pussy. All right.
Yeah, a lot of pussy. Obviously, as a Glee woman, I'm here to help. So look, obviously, Indira, you are sent here probably to be kind of in charge. We're here, as you know, to help out with the plan. So why don't you tell us where you think we should go that'd be of best effect? We have some ideas, but we think that, you know what? You're the better choice to lead this. So show us. And maybe later I'll eat you out because you're...
Hey. Roll persuasion check with disadvantage.
Let's go.
What disadvantage?
Oh, no.
It's a 4.
So like a -5.
She gets insulted. Eat me.
She says, "You are correct. I have more rank than you, for sure. Although the lowliest of peasants among the Dark Friends could always have the highest rank amongst us. I'm quite sure that I outrank you on all of this.
Oh, I'm
If you have
super
brought-
high.
If you have brought something such as a map or any sort of descriptions or instructions as to where in the city we can find what you're looking for, those will be useful. If not, you can simply follow me and be muscle.
Do we have a map that none of us remember receiving?
Tom, you have a map.
Hey, I took a lot of psychic damage last time.
Yeah, that's okay, buddy.
I mean, technically, she handed it to me, I think, but I was like, I don't know anything about maps. You're a captain. Here you go.
All right,
But I don't know. We were probably both rather
The same time you were handing off your gold, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was about that
Unroll
time.
the
Actually, yeah.
map. I'm like, hey, I've got a map. Let's look at
On
it.
the map. On the map. On the map.
All right, so she approaches. So you're actually going to show her the map right now?
Yes. Just say yes.
So you guys all sort of huddle up and start taking a look at the map. And she starts to get a little bit more congenial with you guys, although kind of suspicious, but seem to be at least in the know. She assumes that by being in the know, you must be sort of aligned with her. And so you all sort of take a look. This map shows the layout of a city. She immediately comments, this map is obviously very old. We've made a quick trip into the city, and much of it is completely destroyed and overgrown at this point. But I see a few of the features here look familiar from some of the larger structures that are still intact. I see some markings here on a couple of buildings. Are these the possible locations that you have been referred to? And just to give you guys all recall, I know it's been a few weeks, Edwina, when she gave you the map, said that there were 3 sort of temples of learning, probably like library kind of things or museum sort of buildings, that it was likely within one of those. And she marked them on the map. So they are marked on the map, and that's what Indiria is asking you about.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to go there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why they're marked.
Bitch.
You dummy.
Actually, those marks on the map are the best spots in that city to get a hand of.
a lot has like little marks of their own.
You see Indiria just sort of give you this cross kind of unhappy look. She says, well, then let's be off. Gather your things if you need. If there's anything you need to do, I'll give you a quick few moments.
Oh,
and otherwise...
Wait. Yes, are we about to travel?
We're walking.
Well, then it might be time to weaken at Bernie's.
With our feet? No, he's still walking around.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
That's all I wanted.
Lipitor is just so overcome by this whole entire thing, he just passes out just so Captain Jack can try and pick him up and carry him.
Yeah!
He's huge! Why would you want that?
Lipitor passes out from the strain of keeping his mouth shut during this entire conversation. Just,
Everyone check your inventory for sunglasses, possibly a wheelchair, and then we're going to...
I have sunglasses. I've got sunglasses.
I
have a wheelchair? Is that what you're asking?
I do have a wheelchair in mind. And actually, Ogier-sized wheelchair, oddly enough.
Oh, some wood? Because I'll help it.
So, for the sake of this ridiculousness, you begin to wheel the sunglassed Lipitor up the steps effortlessly.
Does he have a smirk on his face?
With the odd smirk on his face. A little bit of drool coming out.
Every third step, I pull the rope that makes him wave his hand. Tamira, you're in charge of the rope that moves his head to nod yes and no.
And so, as you guys are traveling, you begin hiking along through this dense, sort of not quite jungle, but a very sort of
forest,
near tropical kind of forest, very had in murk, as it were. And there comes a point after a little while.
Sorry.
That's no problem. After a little while, when you guys kind of get spread out enough a little bit on the trail, Captain Jack is wheeling Lipitor, and he hears just faintly, almost sounding like maybe like a natural sound and familiar and reminiscent of tree singing that you guys slept to the sound of last night as he snored and tree sang in his sleep. And you very quietly hear Lipitor say, "I'm faking it. Just let me know when to smash it.
It's even better.
Hey, Clint, as we travel, I'd like to position myself between this Aes Sedai and the warder. I just want to, like, every time like he's takes a step to the left, I want to go to the left and go with him, and just kind of always dogging.
Roll a dexterity check.
You're dancing,
Right.
huh?
Yeah, I'm just dancing with the warder.
You mad dogging this warder?
A little bit. I got an 18.
All right.
Nice.
The warder rolled a 2. So you just
totally mad
slide right on in between, and as soon as you do, both Indiria and whatever the hell the guy's name is, Gavril.
Gavilar.
I had so many different medications in my mind when I was trying to think of his name. So it's like Ozempic, Indiria and Gavril both just stop and turn and look at you. And Indiria says, "Young man, what are you doing?"
What's the problem? I just thought we would go scout. Like, I don't know why he's staying right next to you the whole time. It seems kind of pointless. Like, we're wasting our skills.
He is standing next to me.
I say this while I'm like just a little beat, like just a little beat.
It's bouncing a little bit. Okay, so as you bob up and down, giving this explanation, she says, "I am an Aes Sedai and he's my warder. His place is at my side, not on the other side of you.
Or scouting ahead and protecting you. That's all I'm saying.
How about you scout ahead? We'll take the lead, and you can come back and let us know if there's anything bad ahead. How about you just scout ahead for us, please?"
First of all,
right.
I don't know if I care for this at all.
Yeah, I got a question. What type of a job?
She's not the boss of us, and she's not going to separate our group. Well, scout behind instead. Scout behind.
Oh, scout behind.
Where we came.
Oh, cover our trail. I got you.
Yeah.
So I listen to Captain Jack. He knows what he's doing.
Fucking ridiculous.
You're not the boss of me.
As you walk past Captain Jack, he actually accidentally bumps into you as he's swaying back and forth.
Oh, man.
Indiria just looks at this whole entire thing, turns, and just starts walking ahead with Gavril some more as you all journey into these woods. And so you continue to travel for a bit longer. I'll give you the brief opportunity if you want to try and strike up any further conversation with them. You can do that, or otherwise we will sort of just fast forward to what happens next.
I don't know if
but I'm
like
flipping him off behind his back.
mean.
I'm all, fuck them, right?
So,
very much like the idea that we've created this elaborate Weekend at Bernie's type situation with Lipitor, but he's been awake the whole time.
What? Why is that upsetting?
I just think it's hilarious.
He's too heavy to carry.
That we created the most unbelievable situation in the entire world, and and we think that it's
He's faking it,
and he's going to surprise somebody. Anyway,
I mean, the fact that he's awake still is hilarious because the whole idea is that you're making him look like he's awake when he's not.
I can't wait for him to throw this over your size.
Did the plan work or not work?
Quick side
all the time. Yeah, we know.
Quick side note:
wearing sunglasses.
Out of game, just briefly. When Ryan texted us to let us know that he was not going to be able to make it this evening, he made it sound like it was going to be a problem, and this is why I said it's not going to be a problem.
yeah, we're good. We can roll with this.
The party continues to march along through what seems to be some sort of game trail. These animals seem to have been carved just a small trail through these dense woods. It's unbearably hot, very humid, and there you hear a lot of bugs and creatures kind of roaming around in these dense woods and this forest around you. And it's Indiria and Gavril up in front, and just this sort of cavalcade of ridiculousness behind, of just, Tammy flipping middle fingers to Captain Jack just pushing this amazingly conjured out of nowhere wheelchair of this strung up sunglassed Ogier with, I presume, Lotta somehow helping. His feet probably drop off the wheelchair once in a while. She has to pick them back up and everything. And Glowstick just kind of like weaving in and out from the back every once in a while, just zipping by,
just bringing up the six,
glowing and traveling along. And after a couple of hours of this unpleasant march through the woods, you guys come to a relatively large clearing, and you can see sort of through the trees above and ahead of you a number of very large gray stone structures, these stepped pyramid structures with large sort of staircases going up the front of them, these very high steps of, each about 15 feet high. And there are a number of them, and you can see sort of like among them, the sort of more fallen pieces of and sort of more degraded, smaller structures of the ruins of Dalsand that happen to lie before you. And as you all sort of come into this clearing, Indiria turns and looks to all of you, and she says, "Welcome to Dalsand, the ancient center of learning of the city, of the country of Asenia, one of the 10 great nations that rose from the breaking of the world."
Yeah. Wait.
I heard of this.
Yeah, we know it was that was written on the map we have.
Yeah, it's on the map.
It's true.
Well,
it's a really good point.
as a matter of fact, the history of the city was not written on your map, but whatever.
Oh,
This place is kind of a dump.
Just like
I would just like to note that like
best
it
D&D
was
is
hot,
the
but for
nitpicky
me it was
conversation.
like a spring, like a beautiful spring afternoon, and I'm fine.
On the other hand, Glowstick Isle, you actually are kind of freaked out by the oppressive humidity of this place. It's something completely foreign to you. You feel like the air is difficult to breathe, and it's frankly quite frightening to you. This much water just existing in the air is something you can hardly sort of even conceive.
Guys, I can barely dance in this.
The idea of your sweat actually soaking into your cadden sore is something that you've never experienced before in the past, and it's disturbing. It's sort of a nightmare to you. So
interesting. The
I'll try
opposite
more
of
drugs.
unfazed.
I'm also wet.
Just more drugs.
God.
it's all right. Nobody cares. So Indiria turns and says, "So we managed to scout out the city a bit yesterday, and one thing that we found rather difficult about this place is that in addition to there being a number of buildings and structures here and just enough space that it's going to take a long time to cover, although now we at least have some leads, we noticed shortly after we arrived that there were wolves sort of in the distance, in the periphery, kind of watching us. It's disturbing, to say the least. We don't really know what to make of it. Did you encounter any wolves tracking you on your journey here?
On the ocean?
Or the waves?
I don't think we have to go that far back in our journeys.
I mean, we got here by sea, so no wolves.
Got me by sea. Oh, okay.
Hey guys, this lady is crazy.
Let's ask the warder. Hey,
Just
warder,
real quick, go up to Captain Jack and just like, "Do you know where we are?"
Ask the warder. I asked the warder. Well, you're the one who's been marching around. Are there wolves around? You tell us, man.
Gavril, well, actually, first of all, Glowstick Aiel, you were out scouting around. Roll a perception check.
I was actually bringing up the rear.
That's a strong
I know you were scouting, but you were scouting around on the rear.
Wolf poop.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, you won't believe this.
He was bringing up the rear.
I didn't see any wolves, I don't think.
It's weird that the guy on pills was at a 1.
What?
Gavril says,
I don't talk about your looseness. What I'm doing else.
Oh, done.
Gavril says,
go
ahead, Tammy, go ahead.
I'd like to think that Lipitor's still asleep. Okay, I would have liked to think that he went with Glowstick Aiel, but unless he's still pretending
Oh, he's in a wheelchair.
to be dead.
I would like a little bit of time with Lipitor personally.
Okay, all right.
So Gavril, responding to the question, says, actually, I believe that there are a number of wolves that have been tracking along us, and I will not be surprised if we see a number of them sometime soon.
I doubt it. I didn't see anything. Shows how good you are at it.
Try to do it.
Wrong.
You'll forgive us if we remain concerned.
I'm curious about a perception check for Lipitor because he's had those dark sunglasses on. He could observe everything and no one would even know.
All right, I will roll a perception check for Lipitor, noting that he's still in a wheelchair on the trail and that he's an Ogier. We'll see.
With giant eyeballs.
That is a 7.
Yeah.
So, Lipitor saw everything through
Sunglasses.
the shaded visage of sunglasses that just did not give him any sort of detail that he normally would have had with his Ogier eyes.
I'm actually glad he's still Lipitor, even though Ryan's not here.
Way to keep up his rolling streak, Clint.
Way to be
It's
marginal.
true. So they, having sort of noted this, they say, so there are 3 buildings that we see. Would you all sort of take a look back at the map? And there is a sort of central square in the middle of the city. And the buildings that are marked on this map are 2 pyramids on either side of the building, or either side of this big sort of open square, and then a much smaller building. The 2 pyramids are on sort of the western side, and the smaller building is on the eastern side of this large open sort of square space. And Indiria asks, do you have any idea one versus the others of these, which is the most likely, or should we just try and take a guess?
I'm a little confused why one of the Covenant of the 10 Nations is making pyramids, personally. But that's a
Bass Pro Shop, Jono.
Makes more sense.
Cabela's?
That makes more sense. I just want. I have no idea. I don't.
Let's check out the little building and then head over to the pyramids, right? Let's see what's in the little building.
Yeah, smaller place to search. Maybe we find it there and takes less time. And
Hey, our Lanfear says we should probably check out the little buildings first and then go to the pyramids.
Okay, then. So you all head just a few blocks through this sort of city, and the large pyramid buildings that you see in the distance are the ones that are marked, and you come upon this very large football field-sized square. And on the one side, you see the 2 large buildings that are the pyramids, and on the other side is their smaller sort of rectangular building. There are very large, about 10-foot high, 5-foot wide, ornate doors on this rectangular, smaller building. The building itself is smaller only in comparison. It looks to be about 3 or 4 stories high and has sort of big columns on the front and these very large doors. One of the doors seems actually sort of crooked in its place, but they are closed. And it seems to be the sort of only way into this building. There are sort of windows higher up. You'd have to go probably up a good 20, 25 feet to get to any sort of open windows. The windows are just open air. There's not any sort of glass or anything in them. What do you guys want to do?
I think we should push.
I mean, I can scale that, like no problem.
I'm with Lotto. Push the warder out into the square and see if he gets shot.
Yeah, honestly, let's use these.
So when you guys enter the square, that happens. One of you shoves Gavril forward. He curses, "Fucking asshole!" And you pop out into the square, and nothing happens. He does not get shot. You all sort of enter the square, and you're now looking at this building with a very large door in front of you.
An Indiana Jones style type trap. Is that what you guys thought?
Yeah, you know.
Just giant blades whooshes it up.
That's funny. I didn't think that's what he meant. I thought he meant somebody was like. I thought he meant that people were in ambush, but
that's what I was talking about. But yeah, anything, man.
We should push him into every trap style situation.
Yeah, Gavril, go over to that door and knock 3 times, and then we'll all follow you.
Yeah.
And then you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna push Lipitor's corpse behind him, or a passed out body, and then he's gonna walk backwards and trip over it, just like in episode 1.
I was thinking about those doors and our Ogier and his Ogier-sized wheelchair. Maybe some kind of battering ram thing we could do.
Yeah, run it at it.
I like
You
what
see,
you're
you
thinking.
see Ogie. Wait, roll a perception check, Captain Jack,
Okay.
as his nurse.
A 4.
As his
Oh,
nurse.
you see nothing.
You see nothing. I was going to give you an indication of what he thought of that idea, but since you're not paying any attention whatsoever, probably because, well, it probably seems to you, you don't realize that you're waving back and forth, but to you, it seems like everyone else is sort of like shaking back and forth a little bit, and you really don't understand because you think that the seas are calm right now.
I think I'm also positive. Hey, wait, how is that a thing?
I enjoyed
second
that without any sort of help.
I mean, I don't know why that's there.
I think Captain Jack is positive, even though that he's been spoken to, that Lipitor is actually unconscious.
Hey, if that's true,
I
I want
use some of these ways to make sure
take
people
my
think.
time with Lipitor.
Hey, Clint, I'd like to try to scale the side of the building like a large stone fortress that may or may not hold a sword that may or may not be a regular sword.
Understandable, yeah.
Kin to do.
With just about no effort, but nonetheless, roll an athletics check just to see if you totally bomb it.
Don't fall.
I got a 14.
All right. For an IO scaling a building, that's not a problem. It's not a natural 1, which is the biggest thing I was basically looking for. So you scramble up one of the columns and get up to sort of the upper. It's not really a balcony, but there is sort of a ledge up at the top a little bit, and set back about 4 feet. There are these sort of very large open air kind of window things. They're each about like 8 feet high and about 4 feet wide. You can look down inside, which I assume you would like to do.
No, I'm just gonna leap it. No, I'm kidding.
Close your eyes and jump.
I mean, obviously, I'm trying to get inside to maybe push the door open from the inside, I guess. But I mean, yeah, is it what's inside when I look?
So roll a perception check.
Alrighty. 18.
18. All right. So looking in, you see one very large open space. This isn't like a lot of smaller rooms and everything. It looks like it might be sort of like open space of what might be like kind of a museum sort of thing. And in there are a number of sort of large structures or masses. You can't quite see because it's kind of dark in there. There's a little bit of light sort of filtering in. Your eyes would probably adjust once you got in there, but there are definitely some different things, mounds inside that you just can't necessarily make out. They might be some sort of display item, or they might be some sort of smaller structures within the building. You can't quite tell, but you can pretty easily just scramble down inside if you'd like to try and see if you can get to the inside of the doors.
The ground floor. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'll do that.
So scrambling down, you get to the door and roll a perception check or investigation check to try and I know it doesn't matter to you guys, but investigation check to see what you can sort of understand. Thank you.
Glow stick, let us in.
I could hear it.
Just give me a minute. It's only been a minute, Tammy.
Just let us in.
I got an 11.
So looking at the door, there's not a whole lot that you can discern. You can figure out that the one door does seem to be kind of crooked, and the sort of bottom corner of it where the doors come together seems to be resting like sort of on the ground, and it's sort of maybe pinned against the other door. Otherwise, as you try to sort of push the door to see if you can get it open, it doesn't quite seem to be moving at all because the doors seem to actually be jammed close together.
Okay. What if I did some sort of fury of blows?
Do you want to do a fury of blows or a flurry of blows?
Oh, a flurry of blows. But the same thing, really.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Fist
you said they were
flurry.
jammed together. Do you know the difference between jammed and marmalade together?
Are the doors marmaladed together?
Oh, Jesus.
I gotta say, a flurry of blows means very different things to glow stick IL and a lot of pussy.
Yeah.
So
I
go ahead and roll an attack roll, glow stick IL,
right,
for your flurry of blows. You get multiple, right? Let's see, flurry of blows.
14, 18, 8, 17.
That's quite the flurry.
Yeah,
I just went.
Oh, and to answer your question,
there was a kick in there.
I can't marmalade my dick down your throat.
Oh, thanks.
So all told, you do
Classic.
10 points of damage to the doors. The doors themselves are some sort of very large, strung together, banded together with metal, wooden kind of thing, and you manage to put a little bit of a crack in a
I was
little
really
bit
trying
of
to
wood.
unseat the door less than damage the actual door.
Yeah, the door is again about 15 feet high and very large, and you just all you're able to do is sort of like splinter a little bit of the wood. You're not able to actually move the door itself.
Okay. Okay.
So outside,
Yes. Did we
Gavril
check the knob?
Gavril walks
Did
up. Gavril walks up and pounds on the door 3 times and turns around and looks at you all, and he's like, "So is that what Lanfear wanted you to do?"
Oh, fuck you, Gavril.
Yeah, fuck you. I agree.
I'm glad we're starting to understand each other. And he
So
just
we
like
know
walks
what
back
we
over
know
and
what it's
stands with
time
the rest of the
for.
group.
We know what it's time for. Ogier battering ram. We're gonna try this.
I think that's the only option.
I think so too.
I'm gonna need Tammy and Lotta to help me push this thing as fast as humanly possible at this door.
Yeah, I've been
Let
watching a
him
lot of
stand
TV
up and hit it. What are you doing?
It's weekend at Bernie's.
I want the 3 of you to all roll athletics checks. And what you don't know, but I will tell you for the sake of the fun of it, is that Lipitor loves this idea. And what he was trying to tell you was he was trying to signal to you that he was going to put his feet up and he was going to kick like a motherfucker as soon as you guys get to the door. So I need athletics checks from
Of course he
the
would.
3 of you. And I will roll for Lipitor.
Okay.
And I'll call off the folks who rolls. Tammy.
Tammy got a 15.
All right, Lotta.
11.
Captain Jack.
4.
Captain Jack falls along the way and is not able to push the last little bit.
You and me, Lotta.
Lipitor kicks out with his feet as soon as he gets to the door. And rolls a 7.
Oh, come on, Lip.
Continuing Lipitor's
This is an incredible streak of ineffectual.
Lipitor no longer able to contain the charade that has been played at this, and now not having his nurse to move his hands and arms for him anymore, feels the need to act on his own, stands up in a rage, "Roar, fuck you, door!" And he takes his great axe and he attacks it. Natural 20!
What?
With his great axe, just smashes the doors, and they go bashing into the building. And the sort of crooked one actually falls sort of outward. He just ducks out of the way, and the other one swings inward and comes off its hinges and just sort of like lingers a little bit inside of the building. And Lipitor turns around. He's like, "Fuck! Look in there! Let's see what we can find! God damn it!" And he just stomps inside.
Clint, I have to say, I mean, you're doing a really good job.
Yeah, you're doing way better than
channeling Ryan. You're doing a good job.
You're doing way better than we are
He's
anyway.
doing okay.
I could do this. I could do this with any of you. This is my
I
assignment.
mean, as a dungeon master, he's okay, Tom.
Yeah.
But I mean, as Lipitor, you're doing a good job, buddy.
You know what? If you train hard enough, you might go pro one day.
It's easy. Yeah. So with Lipitor, if there's only one note, it's easy to play it. You just keep hitting that key. So Lipitor just marches into the building. Do you all follow? Actually, I'm sorry. Glowstick Aiel, roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you get hurt by this sort of insanity. You have a moment's notice. I'll even give you for advantage because you heard the sort of crash into the door in the first place. But Lipitor jumped up so quickly, you might have gotten hurt.
I was gonna say actually, but I wanted to kind of start wandering around with my glow sticks, but that's fine too. I'll just dodge out of the way. Whoa! Wait, off the table.
Hey, it landed somewhere with some face up.
Oh, it's an 8.
8. All right. So the door smashed in. I will say that since you said you wanted to move away, I hadn't given you that opportunity. You're fairly far away, and I will give you the tiniest bit of damage. 2 points of piercing damage from
like
some splinters of wood. That hit, some splinters of wood hit you sort of in the back of the shoulder, and you're like, jeez. And you see Lipitor just storming
next
in.
to your other
Damn
yeah.
And so you all are walking in, I assume, the Indiria and
Cavalar.
Mozambique.
I mean, I'm with them because I
Gavril,
felt
they all start
Sort
of roaming in, and would you guys want to sort of take a look around? There's this sort of like a lot of dust in the air, and you see some like shadowed masses sort of in front of you, but you don't really quite know what they are. You can sort of take a look around if you'd like.
Hey, a quick question for you, unrelated to anything I would want to do. So is Lipitor fully awake now?
Oh yeah, he's just stomping around.
he was always fully awake.
I had a forged letter of consent for some things, but that doesn't matter anymore.
Okay, so are you all going to look around and see what's going on inside this building? See if you can try and find the object.
Yeah, what are these mounds? Is it like tarps covering stuff, or what is it?
I'm totally familiar with mounds.
Everybody roll a investigation check, and I'll roll for Indira and Galvin or Gavril. Damn it.
14.
Glowstick Isle. Tammy.
8.
Captain Jack.
4 again.
Woo! Jeez, I would say the bad rolls I've done for Lipitor, all 3 of them tonight have been 7. I just keep rolling 7s for Lipitor. It's like his number for the night, 7. Other than the natural 20. So yeah, as you look around, there seem to be some tarps over some things. Other things seem to be these odd sort of. It does seem to be some sort of kind of museum. There's strange things. There seems to be some sort of carriage that doesn't seem to have any sort of hitch up for a horse or anything. Pulling the tarp off, you see statues for people. Seem sort of unrecognizable. They're wearing these like strange clothing. It looks like they just like had it was like prom night, but like the next morning. And there's just sort of like these odd sort of different displays. It seems sort of like some kind of museum, some sort of place that houses important historical items. In your search, you don't see any sort of thing that houses any particular small thing that would be small, something as small as a sort of 18-inch golden rod.
Right.
As you guys are sort of looking around and sort of kind of regrouping, you all sort of taking a look, you kind of look back toward the doors that have been smashed in by Lipitor, and you see a pack of wolves standing there. All just like looking quietly, no movement, no, just you can see that they're alive and they're breathing and everything, but nothing.
Just
and
like
one of them
in the doorway or like outside?
Just standing kind of at the doorway, having like approached from outside. And one of them just snarls like just a little bit. And that is where we will leave off for the evening. So, what are these wolves? Where do they come from? What are Indira and Gavril really planning to do with you? Have they suspected? Do they understand that you're not really with them? Are your lives in danger? Probably. Find out what happens next week on tWoTcast.
All right.
We're screaming in a regular flow, pretending to be on adventures. Dungeon Master, he will help us out. Roll some dice, when these plays, but on no other insanity. The one RPG with multiple guests is who we get ordered to call tWoTcast.
All right, that's tWoTcast or tWoTcast for this week.
Whoa.
One of these days we need to do like a 3-hour session.
Tom's like,
we need to just expand and let this. I feel like I'm reading it chapter by chapter, and it's killing.
Yeah, and you just went 3 chapters in a row.
Yeah.
I'm upset because Glowstick IO was positive there were no wolves.
I mean, there wasn't.
He can't be trusted.
I'm upset.
Okay.
I spent some time texting Clint earlier asking about what skills I would have. I actually had asked if it would be possible to forge a letter of consent so that I could check out, just nothing sexual, just check out what no-gear dick looked like. And his response was, maybe, I don't know, we're going to have to roll that. But there was never a chance because I really wanted to. I'd had some description already written for what no-gear dick looked like and all the pubes. I was ready to go.
Oh.
I don't know
So
how
let's be
comfortable
clear
I
about
would
this.
be.
You didn't actually tell me what you wanted to forge. You just said, if I want to forge something, I'm going to have to roll for it, aren't I? And I said, of course you are. That's all.
And then what else did I say?
I don't know. Probably something about sucking dick.
It was a lot about Ogier dicks.
I'm going
So,
to sexually
that's my fault.
harass our
Did I get
Ogier friend.
What's that?
What, Dan?
I said, and the decision was you're going to sexually harass our Ogier friend.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, Lana.
No.
I will say, Jono, I did not get a text message saying that you want to do anything with Ogier dick. Maybe it just didn't work out. Maybe the network's not being good today.
I guess
Jono's this is like when your girlfriend gets mad at you because she had a dream that you cheated on her. Like Jono's like, I'm so mad that you didn't respond to the thing I never sent you.
I'm sad.
Jono just looks back at his phone. Failed to send. Son of a
fuck.
I'm also sad we missed the chance to do a Weekend at Bernie's pulley system on an Ogier dick. That would have been incredible.
In fairness, I know, as always, our DM is not incorrect. I'm not gonna say he's right, but he's not incorrect. I did not put enough context there. To me, which everything is very fucked up, it was like, clearly I want to pull this guy's dick out.
It's like, I want to forge a document, and somehow I'm supposed to read into that like I want to play with a dong. I probably should have. I probably should assume that everything Jono says really means because I want to play with a dong. But you know what? I try to think in other contexts.
I should
honestly I appreciate how much you're actually like attacking this every episode.
Yeah.
It's pretty relentless.
I think I'm gonna screen grab this conversation to see just like how fucking weird. Like his responses were 100% perfect. Like, yeah, that would be a skill check roll, and it makes sense to a certain extent. And I'm like,
I gave the full technical answer. He's like, but I'm being nefarious.
Yes.
It's all
Guys,
good.
I think everyone should join this patreon.com/twatcast. Maybe we'll get animated versions of our twat quest.
Maybe.
That's actually true.
Maybe.
And we can maybe see the catapult or the what was it? The
wheelchair? Oh, the battering ram?
Battering ram.
Oh, yeah, battering ram.
Wait, Tamir, what was that?
Just this?
The hitting the door. You know what I meant.
It was very sensual.
We all know.
Yeah.
We all know.
Well, that's how I roll.
That's how I roll. I'll tell you how Joe rolls. Like shit.
Like a jet.
Oh, no, I roll very well on drugs and with the dice.
Oh.
Well, I will say
fair.
I was prepared to have you all throw down and fight the hell out of an Aes Sedai and her warder today. I put a ton of effort into that, and so if you ever guys want to, if you want to turn and attack them,
the day
I'm ready.
ain't over.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we are.
I had held out hope that you guys would be all tricky about it, and
honestly, I almost threw a spear at her head like several times.
I was also curious as to whether that was going to happen.
That's why we made you dance in the corner.
I know.
And this is why D&D is great. Anything could happen.
Well, let's take. I'll go in your corner as well. I was like, fuck it.
Hey, Dan, get out of here because he has a show to do.
Oh yeah, 10:15. Hey, real quick,
brother Dan.
Leafcast. Oh, what's Leafcast? The amazing show with. Do you guys use puppets? Is that right? Puppets.
No, puppets use us.
Oh, that's something that
that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, they're on at 10:30. The link to their YouTube channels in the description below. As always, follow Dan over onto his show. You got about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on the show, as always, Dan.
Thank you. We have a first-time reader show, and tonight we are talking about a chapter called Into the Doorway. Maybe you guys remember this chapter.
Is that chapter where they went to the bathroom?
They went to the bathroom, and it was a special doorway, and they're like, is this male or female?
I thought the chapter was about an Ogier battering ram.
Ogier
doorway.
Yeah. Into the doorway is an Ogier battering ram.
We'll see you next week.
Dan.
Good job,
man.
Bye.
It's just me with Lipitor awful this episode. I feel like he didn't say shit.
I mean, I complimented him earlier. I thought he did a really good job.
He did a job pretty well. I thought he did pretty good.
Character.
And
I'm pretty
his
happy
rolling
with
was like right on par with like what he always does.
Yeah, it's pretty much like suck, 20.
Sounds like me at night. Oh, that means
you were rolling for him and it kept being so bad.
Yeah, it's
you got your character. It's good for you to be so deep.
Incredible.
So where are we at on this now? Okay,
wrapping this.
I think
we're at that's tWoTcast for this week. I think.
All right, that is tWoTcast slash tWoTcast for this week. I don't know.
Hold on, Clint was still talking.
We do a little.
No, I'm good. I think I got confused by something that happened here, and that's fine. These things happen. As soon as the game ends, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I can't live in the real world. I can only live in a world in which I am the god and all of the things that happen around you.
All right, that's literally tWoTcast for this week. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. We'll get to them.
I responded to a few comments today, Tom.
Yeah, I've done it in the past. I
respond to comments.
We might do it again.
You can listen to the audio version of this show wherever you get your podcasts, and I have actually started to slowly get the rest of these these YouTubes onto our podcast.
Then episodes.
Yeah. The important one was the one that was like lost in the mix there.
Yes.
That was the important one. I'm going to start dumping a bunch more on there.
tWoTcast theme songs are brought to you by Taffy Bennington.
The one and only.
Including all our beautiful little intros for the tWoTquest.
Yeah. Listen, we are brought to you by Taffy Bennington. Let's get it.
Yeah, basically.
I think Taffy Bennington might be brought to you by us.
If it wasn't for her, we probably wouldn't exist. We might be figments of her imagination. If she really, really thinks about it, maybe none of this is real and it's all a dream in her head. And I know that she's actually considering this realistically for a minute, so that's why I said it.
Also, she's been coming to JordanCon for years, just sitting on a chair by herself, laughing.
And
I've got friends here.
Yeah. Our outro song is by Andrel, the Bard of Time. At Andrel, the Bard of Time. Everybody knows Andrel. Come on. Links are in the down below us place.
Yeah.
The Grundle?
Thank you to our guests, the Way of the Weave, but not Clint. It was not a guest. He's our Dungeon Master. We don't have to thank him.
We're technically his guest. He's the
I
master.
just work here.
Yeah.
I mean, he does an okay job. I would say it's adequate.
If somebody works for you, you don't thank them for showing up on time, clocking in, and then doing their job, and then clocking
in. But those people get paid.
You've done your thing. Well,
to pay Clint, go to Patreon.com/tWoT.
There you go.
Dungeon Master, say goodbye.
Roll for initiative.
Say goodnight, Joe.
Oh, all right. Keep the change, you filthy animals.
Say goodnight, Jono. I did that backwards.
I'm Peter Venkman saying.
Joe, I'm Tom. Study your math. This is over.
Okay. All right.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast code.